What up? What up? D Crinny. I'm here with another vid. Dropping a vid. Just want to say happy holidays. Hope everybody is enjoying their end of the year, their end of the decade. Just be safe out there. Once again, happy holidays to everybody. Enjoy family. Enjoy this time of the year. I'm here with the twist on albums of the decade. I know there's a lot of different ways to go about just reciting out the albums of the decade, but I kind of want to take a different approach. So what I did was basically I just took a list of about almost 20 publications and their rankings top 30. So the publications that I used for this list, just to name a few, is KCRW, Billboard, Independent, Pitchfork, Genius, Rolling Stones, AP, HeraldNet, Time, Esquire, Mercury News. Insider had Metacritic ratings, and Vice as well. There's a couple more in there, but I basically took those top 30. Some of them did top 100, some of them just did top 10s, and I just took their top 30s and then just saw what albums fell in that range. A few of the publications didn't have orders, they just had their top 10s or whatever the case may be. I think majority of them did have them ranked. What I found to be interesting was what years these albums fell into these lists the most. So 2010 had 50, 2011 had 34, 2012 had 53, 2013 had 62, 2014 had 28, 2015 had 43. 2016 was the overwhelming favorite with 82 of the albums fell into 2016, 33 in 2017, 27 in 2018, and 19 for 2019. 19 with 2019 is very high because you don't have even a year to sit on these albums. So 19 is actually a really good number. Now 2016 falls into that year of really good music. 2013 as well, like I said, with the 62 was pretty solid. Now just to highlight some of those 2016 projects and 2013 projects, I'll just rattle some off here. 2013 was Beyonce, Yeezus was in there. We have 2016, we had A Seat at the Table, we had Blonde, we had Lemonade, we had Auntie. 2013 had Casey Musgraves, Same Trailer, Different Park. 2013 had Daft Punk, Random Access Memories. 2016 had Miski's Puberty 2. 2013 had Danny Brown's Old. 2013 also had Chance the Rapper's Acid Rap. 2013 also had Born Sinner. 2013 also had These New Puritans, Field of Reeds. 2016 also had Leonard Cohen, You Want It Darker. 2013 had Frank Ocean's Nostalgia Ultra. 2013, I'm sorry, I'm just reading through the list here. Just doing a little bit different. 2013 had Lord's Pure Heroin. 2013 was My Bloody Valentine, MBV. 2016 was Teens of Denial, Car Seat Headrest. All these fell into some of these publications. Once again, top 100 or top 30. Top 30. So those were the standout years. Once again, 16 had 82, 13 had 62, then 12 falls in there. 2012 falls in with 53, and 2010 falls in there with 50. Now for the most albums that fell in the top 30. Lemonade fell in 15 times. To Pimp a Butterfly fell in 14 times. My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy fell in 13 times. Damn 7. Channel Orange 12. Blonde 8. Melodrama 9. Robin's Body Talk 12. A Seat at the Table 10. Auntie 9. Good Kid, Mad City 7. 21 Adele 7 times. Born to Die 7 times. Golden Hour Casey Musgraves 7. Those are the ones that stuck out the most. Those were like the highest numbers of the top 30. Like I said, if you stretch it out to a top 100, those numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger. The only 2 projects in there that I did not hear are Golden Hours, the Casey Musgraves, and Robin Body Talk. Now, for what I find to be the most interesting numbers to look at for albums of the decade. Which albums fell in the top 5? Taking out the ones that did not have an order, this is what I came across. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Beyonce's Lemonade, and Kendrick's Lamar to Pimp a Butterfly all came in the top 5 7 times. Kanye's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy had 3 number ones. It means it was the number 1 album on 3 people's lists. It was the number 2 album on 3 publications lists. It's very impressive. Beyonce had, of the 7, she had 1 number 1 for Lemonade and 2 number 2s. Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly, of the 7, had 3 number 1s and 1 number 2. Good Kid, Mad City had 5. It fell in the top 5 times. It had 1 number 1. Frank Ocean's Blonde came in 4 times with 1 number 1. Frank Ocean's Channel Orange came in 3 times. Lord's Pure Heroin 2 times, 2 number 1s. Born to Die, Lana Del Rey 3 times. And Same Trailer Different Part, Casey Musgraves 3 times. Solange's A Seat at the Table 2 times with 1 number 1. Then we had Beyonce. Beyonce came in twice. Taylor Swift's Red came in twice. David Bowie's Black Star came in twice. Yeezus came in twice with 1 number 2. And then we have a number of different albums that came in. A Tribe Called Quest, We Got It From Here, had a number 1 spot. Then there's Auntie came in once. Robin Body Talk came in once. Drake's Take Care came in once. Regina Spektor, What We Saw From the Cheap Seats came in there. Sia's 1,000 Forms of Fear. Taylor Swift 1989. Brandi Carlile, By the Way I Forgive You. Billie Eilish, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? That came out this year. That is the only 2019 project that fell in somebody's top 5 of these publications. So what does all this mean, you guys say, if you're watching this video? D. Crenny just rambling, huh? Yeah, pretty much. I was just interested in numbers for albums of the decade, and I decided this was just something I want to do a little bit different, just a discussion, some analytics, and then just just see where it went. And this is pretty much what I came. I mean, I could have went all day with this. I mean, I could have, this video could go on and on and on. I mean, I could do numbers. Like I said, it's a decade, so we can talk all day. So my overall thought about this was just to see what a consensus might be. So what I thought was a little bit odd was the lack of 24 Karat Magic, Watch the Throne, Disclosures, Caracal. Those 3 albums in particular I thought should have shown up a little bit more. I think I only remember seeing Watch the Throne maybe once, and I think that was ingenious. 24 Karat Magic, I think maybe once or twice, and it was always down in like the bottom 50. Disclosures, Caracal, I don't even remember seeing it. Mind you, I saw a lot of albums. I went through a lot of different publications. I always figured 2016 would stick out, so I thought Auntie might be one of the top albums of the decade. I thought Beyonce's Lemonade was really good. I also thought 24 Karat Magic was really good. So those 3 albums right there. And then when you kind of look at just these publications, I don't want to crown someone king, but My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy falls in there, 7 times, 3 number 1s. That's impressive. I personally don't think it is a top 10 album of the decade, but that's just my opinion. I just thought, Kanye being Kanye, and he took some leaps, and the album was really good. Is it one of the better albums of the decade? For sure. But I do think there were some other ones possibly better. I think you could argue Watch the Throne. I mean, that's just off simple, just hip-hop, good music. that if you put those in the same lane, I think you have an argument. A Tribe Called Quest, we got it from here. Just amazing album. We got Janelle Monáe's The Arch Android. That came out in 2010 with Kanye's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's just a really, really good album. Black Messiah by D'Angelo. That's just really, really good. Now, I haven't heard The Ghost Team by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds from this year, but 98% on Metacritic has got to be somewhat decent. With that being said, I'm just interested by the numbers. I thought it was kind of just cool to dissect and pull some different things out and just seeing what came out. But overall, for album of the decade, just based on those numbers from these publications, like I said, for the most part, we got, it's pretty much narrowed down to, take your pick between Beyonce's Lemonade, Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly, and Kanye's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Those are just the three top as far as like rankings and whatnot. And once again, not to be a stickler, but it's a decade. That's a ton of music. With that being said, 2016 was a great year in music. 2010 to 2019 was a great decade in music. We had styles ranging from just completely boring. I'm just playing. We had styles ranging from all different aspects of the realms, and some of them came together, some of them stayed in their own lane, some of them went this way, some went that way. It was just a cool time to listen to music, and now we have all the streaming platforms. We have so many different ways to listen to music, and we have so many artists giving us music. I will do my best in 2020 to review as much music as I can, so when 2030 comes and I give another review, another analytical discussion review, another discussion for albums of the decade in the next 10 years, I have a feeling it'll probably be a little bit different than this one. But hey, we'll see. Until the next vid, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. D. Crenny on the analytics. Holla.